All right, exercises for fit to surf. Now these are diverse exercises that are designed to help postural alignment and strength. So we're gonna start off with the chin retraction. You know, one of the curses of someone that's on a board a lot is they get really tight to the upper back. And so a real simple physical therapy tool that I like to use is a chin retraction. I call this one the double chin exercise, but you'll understand why I call it that. And I'm gonna show you a couple reps from the front. So you stand with good posture from here, keep your chin in alignment here, and then we pull back. Pull back, pull back. As you can see, as I'm doing that, it kind of gives you that double chin position. And what we're trying to do is realign your cervical spine and keep that healthy. So that's your chin retraction. We don't need much resistance. Usually just the resistance of our own body is enough. The next movement we're gonna do is a wall angel. I'm gonna talk about that here before I demonstrate it on the wall. Much like making a snow angel when you're laying on the floor, a lot of the weaknesses that we develop from surfing and even bad posture in our everyday life come to plague us and create injuries. And so what we're gonna do is bend our knees and bend the arms at 90 degrees. Now, when we're doing that and we're up against the wall, we wanna make sure everything is in contact with the wall here. And as you come up and create this sort of rainbow with your hands, you're trying to keep everything in contact with the wall. What this is doing is squeezing your mid-upper back, your muscles in between your shoulder blades, your mid-traps and your rhomboids, which are critical for good shoulder blade position and to avoid that really sore upper trap neck tightness that a lot of surfers tend to get when they're surfing a long period of time. So check it out. All right. Next movement, we need a jump stretch band, and this is a rear delt pull. The rear delt pull is great for that same area, back of the posterior shoulder, mid and upper back. So I'm gonna give you a few reps from the front, slide those shoulder blades down, pull and separate, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Again, trying to avoid the recruitment of the upper traps, or what I affectionately call the bullies. Give you a couple reps from the side so you can see it, slide the shoulder blades down, pull and separate. Like with any of the repetition ranges we have in the workout, hey, if you're out here and you're doing it and you just aren't getting much, choke up a little bit and add some difficulty. The idea is to create fatigue within the given rep range, and bands provide an opportunity for you to be in charge of the resistance you're handling. All right, so that's our rear delt pull. Burpees are the next movement here, and there's no other place where the burpee is actually as sport specific. Of course, we're not necessarily always working into that staggered stance like you're popping up into a surfboard, but nonetheless, if you want to make it more sport specific, you can do that. I prefer to do them reps for explosive power as opposed to survival mode. It does have its place in CrossFit to do lots of burpees, but for me, when I'm working with surfers, we want to make them explosive and strong. So, squat down, hands on the floor, kick back, push up, pop up, little jump. Okay, simple. How high you jump depends on how strong you're feeling for that particular day. And again, if you want to make it more sport specific, come down, one foot in front, and still jump. That's very much sport specific there. So that's the burpee. Next up, we have the RDL. Now for the RDL, I'm just going to grab a weight to kind of give you guys a demonstration. Probably one of my favorite variations of deadlift is the Romanian deadlift. And what's nice about it is you're not picking an object necessarily off the ground. You're just doing the top half. Giving you a profile here, knees slightly bent. We're hinging here at the hip, keeping the back flat. Depending on the tightness in your hamstring here, depending on the tightness that you have in your hamstring, it's going to dictate how low you go. I happen to have pretty flexible hamstrings, so I can go to about mid-shin and still maintain that back flat. Can it be done here? Yeah, depending on your tightness in your hamstrings. Everyone's a little different, but the RDL is awesome because you're just doing the top stroke and you're using eccentric there, right? We're starting at the top, loading the muscle, making it advantageous to come back up. Now, the last movement we're gonna do is a modified pull-up. Now, in my gym here, I have a set of monkey bars much like a TRX or suspension trainer. What I like about this is it allows us to do a pull-up variation. Pull-ups can be part of the workout. They definitely should be, but a lot of people are like, hey, I can't do it. My shoulders are too achy. What should you do? Well, you can take a broomstick between two chairs, okay, and create a makeshift modified pull-up station, or you get yourself a suspension trainer like a TRX, or in this case, we're using Monkey. And from here, we're gonna do a modified pull-up variation. So we're gonna come and hang under our handles. From here, knees are slightly bent, we're pulling up between. Okay, so this is a modified pull-up, often referred to as an inverted row. If we're using a broomstick between, we're pulling up towards the broomstick. As long as we're getting elbows bent to about 90 degrees, we're getting a ton of great lat work. There are your exercises. Go get them done.